Welcome to Making the Tour. This is Making the Tour. Making the Tour, it's a new, daily series we're going to do here. It's a behind-the-scenes look of the making of the 3AHL Tour. I am Justin Fox, founder and CEO of the 3AHL Tour. And for those of you that don't know, I guess this is a long time coming, the Making the Tour series. But for those of you that don't know, the 3AHL Tour is the world's first and only 3-on-3 professional hockey league, where we essentially take a professional hockey players and we play a March Madness style single elimination bracket style tournament, or a series of these tournaments in various cities, similar to a PGA Tour style series of tournaments, hence the 3AHL Tour. So the 3AHL Tour, just to give you a little bit of a background story for those of you that are not familiar with the 3AHL Tour, started out about two and a half years ago, I guess at this point. Crazy idea, sports fan, hockey fan, watching the 3-on-3 overtime. I saw the exciting, fast-paced sort of end-to-end action of 3-on-3, and I thought, wow, imagine there was a exclusively only 3-on-3 pro hockey league, and that's where the idea for the 3AHL Tour came from. And essentially, I, over the past 2.5 years, have been pursuing that passion, pursuing that dream to make it a reality. Season 1 started in January of 2017. We had a fairly shortened season. Over the past 6 months or so, we were in the midst of Season 2. Due to some, I'll admit it, some mistakes made. We made some mistakes. Maybe we thought or had some preconceived notions of the way things would go a little differently. We've had to actually take Season 2 off for a little bit, or there's been some time off, or been on a bit of a hiatus. But I'm pleased to say that at this point, we've overcome some of our mistakes. We've realized some of our assumptions that were wrong, and we've decided to cap off this season. And I'm pleased and happy, excited, I guess, to announce the 3AHL Champions Cup for Season 2 will be Saturday, April the 14th at Ted Reeve Arena. Ted Reeve Arena is an arena that is quite close, I guess, near and dear to my heart, having played both minor hockey as well as lacrosse there, coached some lacrosse there as well. So definitely a great venue. We're going to cap off Season 2 at Ted Reeve Arena. I know the Toronto Bees are going to be excited. Guys like Brendan Turner, Rob Quitt, other players from Toronto, definitely going to be excited. Sort of their hometown as well, and their home barn. So it's going to be a great event. As mentioned, though, going forward, we've decided to make some changes to the 3AHL Tour. Notably, or the biggest change, I think, is one of the things that we realized when, having gone through the past 2 years, working with all the players and going from city to city and venue to venue, talking to fans, talking to different people from, different walks of life within the hockey world. One of the things that always came up was, the question of, the pro hockey aspect. Are players paid? How are they paid? How many events are there in the season? How consistent is that season? How similar is it to other pro sports leagues or pro sports tours? So one of the things that we're going to be implementing, and not to sort of overlook the Champions Cup in April, but one of the things which is actually essentially a month from today, because today it's March 14th. We're on the cusp of March Madness here. But one of the things that I found is that the consistency. So in order to make our league a professional hockey league, where players are paid, a salary, a wage, where players can earn an amount that's comparable to other pro hockey leagues, whether that's the ECHL, the AHL, in Europe, European Pro Hockey Leagues. And dare I say, we're the David of the Goliath. We're going to be going after eventually, long term, not right now, eventually potentially the NHL. So that's the long term goal. But what we noticed is that it's the consistency of the number of games, the number of events. So starting next season, we're going to be launching, and we'll talk a little bit more about it, a 33-week schedule. And basically in season 3 or next season, we will have a one-day event over 33 weeks. So it'll be 33 events. And then we'll progress, and I'll get into this a little more in additional videos, and we'll talk about it. I'd love to hear your feedback. We're going to get into 2-day events, and then eventually the ultimate goal will be a 4-day event. It'll be 32 teams, similar to a March Madness style. Well, they'll all be similar to March Madness style. So the 1-day event will be 8 teams, the 2-day event will be 16 teams, and then the 4-day event would be 32 teams. All single elimination, same format, same 3-on-3, but it'll be a 4-day event similar to the PGA Tour, where we come into a town and we take over that city, town, village, hamlet, whatever it is, municipality. We take over that place for essentially 4 days. So that's the ultimate goal of the 3HL and the 3HL Tour, is to become a consistent 33-week tour where our players are able to earn money or to earn a living wage by playing on the 3HL Tour. So that's the exciting news. Obviously, we're going to be looking to work with, and we've got some potential major sponsors coming on board. So a lot of exciting news that's been going on over the past couple months with the 3HL Tour while we have taken a bit of a break. But we're back. Guess who's back? The 3HL Tour is back. And we are going to be wrapping up this season. It's been a great season. I know we've got the Hamilton Tigers, have done really well. We've got the Toronto Bees come hot on their heels, Guelph Brewers. So it's going to be exciting. 3HL Champions Cup at Ted Reeve Arena, Saturday, April the 14th. Tickets are on sale. It will be a 12-team event. We're going to have a bit of a play-in game between teams 5 through 12 earlier in the day, and then the winners of those games will be in the final 8, and we will have essentially a final 8 starting at 3 p.m. To 6 p.m. on Saturday, April the 14th at Ted Reeve Arena. So be sure to check us out. I'm going to be doing this daily now. This is Making the Tour. Again, a behind-the-scenes look at the 3HL Tour. Be sure to check us out. Thanks again. See you soon. Have a great day.